You can't have a monopoly on a descriptive term. People seem to be very confused about that, so I'm going to spend the next 3 minutes discussing. I'm Angela Langlotz, trademark and copyright attorney, and I go live here on weekdays to talk trademarks and copyrights. Now, you cannot have a monopoly on a descriptive term. What do I mean when I say that? Well, remember that in essence, a trademark is a monopoly in that it allows the trademark owner the exclusive right to use that term or design or color or whatever their trademark is. It allows them the exclusive right to use that term in conjunction with the sale or offer for sale of the goods that are listed in the trademark, as well as any related goods. That's kind of a mouthful, so let's break it down. All right, so remember the reason why we have trademarks in the first place. Trademarks are not intended to be an anti-competitive weapon to wield against other people who are also trying to do business in your area. They are intended to help producers, companies, distinguish their goods and services from other people's goods and services so that the consumer can pick the goods and services that are most appropriate for him or her. For example, if you, like me, have narrow heels and you know that there's a certain brand that fits you better than another, then you're going to go look for that trademark or avoid that trademark on certain goods and services. For example, I know that the swoosh shoes, and we all know which shoes I'm talking about because we're very familiar with that trademark, the swoosh shoes made by Nike don't fit me very well because my heels are narrow and they're always slipping off my heels when I run. So I prefer the three-stripey brand, the Adidas brand, because they fit me better. And when I go to the store and I look at the trademarks, I avoid the swooshy shoes and I go for the three-stripey shoes. That is the power of a trademark. It allows me to distinguish from competing products that have certain characteristics with which I'm familiar. Now, I know that the quality of both shoes in terms of the construction is about equal, but I also know that the three-stripey shoe company uses a different sort of last on their shoes that's narrower at the heel, so I prefer those. And that is what trademarks allow us as consumers to distinguish certain characteristics that we prefer that are readily identifiable because the marks on the goods that that company produces create an expectation of quality in terms of product characteristics that we desire as consumers. And that product characteristic that we desire may change from consumer to consumer, but the fact that people use trademarks allows us to distinguish between those different characteristics in the marketplace. So again, the reason why we don't let people register descriptive terms is because that's not the purpose of trademarks. The purpose of trademarks is to serve as a source identifier, source meaning the company identifier, so that consumers can make better informed decisions about the products that they're buying. So it's a very consumer-focused law. I'm Angela Langlotz, trademark and copyright attorney. If you have trademark questions or copyright questions, I invite you to drop them into the comments below. I will answer them on a future live video. You can find me online at TrademarkDoctor.net. If you go to YouTube and search Trademark Doctor, you'll find me there. I have approaching 500 videos on trademark and copyright law. You can also find me on Facebook. I'm there at facebook.com/TrademarkDoctor.